Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're back in All the Mods 8, and well, this is the third time I've recorded this video. First time, the actual picture corrupted. Second time, the audio corrupted. Also get some tokens of undying, because we found an ice mansion, which I can show you because I did set a waypoint to it. So I actually found this, which as you can see is a woodland mansion, but it's just made out of ice and snow. And it is exactly the same as a woodland mansion, the same drops and everything on the inside. The only difference is the actual building blocks. And we did get 6 actual totems, 4 here, and then I have 2 in the actual system. You can also see that I have started decorating the base, well not really decorating it, but ripping it all down to make it a bit more fresh. The floor is now all dirt, there's no more moss on the floor, and the walls and the ceiling is now all moss. There's no different blocks. There are some glow lichen right there. So let's start by actually doing something. But before we actually do this, I can do it right now. Let's make the wooden sword that we need. But I quickly want to show you something I've been doing inside of this dimension, because I've been busy inside of the mining dimension, as you can see right here. But before we jump to that, one thing I didn't know about the mining dimension, and also about the mod pack, there is elevators within this mod pack, which makes it so much useful. But within the actual mining dimension mod, there is different layers. As you can see, this layer right here, we are now on deep slate. If we go down again, we are now on actual netherrack. And in one below this, I haven't actually set up an elevator for that yet, is endstone. Which means that we can get more than just stone ores. And I'm hoping these actual mining turtles do make it that far down. As you can see, they are still busy mining away at the blocks. I'll explain what all this is in a second, but yeah, as you can see, they are getting quite deep. So what this is it's some actual hopping bonsai pots that grow oak trees, and then they actually have all the items sucked out. It sucks out everything but apples, because apples can't be used in furnaces. It's melt items at a rate of I think 20 ticks, I'm not too sure. But as you can see right here, this basically makes charcoal. Which, as you can see, charcoal then goes from in here into these actual compacting drawers or storage drawers, which then waits for the actual mining turtles. This one's actually running out. I need to maybe rethink this, because that one's filling up, but that one isn't. And then from here, these actually have pipes going over, so when the mining turtle is finished mining and it's got a full inventory, it comes back up here to deposit items. As you can see, it has been busy doing that. We can also put them into there, and once it actually empties its inventory, it will go mining again. But while it's emptying, the actual charcoal from these storage drawers will be put into the actual turtle, meaning it's filled up again. And as you can see, I have also made compacting drawers with upgrades. If I quickly just click on it, it has a a gold upgrade, which multiplies the block storage by 16, and it also has a void upgrade. So once these are full, it will then just void the items. And that is exactly the same with these right here. It has exactly the same upgrades to it, as you can see. So this is now pretty much automatic. As long as I'm in the world, this will be working, because we have actually forced loaded the chunks, as you can see. I could actually unforce load some of them, but I think it's best just to keep the extra ones. So the only downside to this now is the actual charcoal. This side isn't filling up as much as that side, and I think that's because it's a shorter pipe. I think this actual pipe would much rather the items travel a shorter distance rather than a longer distance. So I need to maybe think of like a way to split this so it goes half that way, half that way. But apart from that, that's really the only downside to this. And it seems to be working quite well. As you can see by these actual items, we are getting a lot of copper, a lot of iron, and also a lot of the other ores. Now, one thing about this dimension as well, what is that? Knitter, okay. One thing about this dimension as well is you can also find all the modium in deep state layers, which is pretty good. So hopefully eventually we'll be able to find that. Anyway, back into the actual overworld, I have completed some quests. As you can see, I've got a improved pipe upgrade, which now gives us an extra one. We now just need to make a diamond one, which, okay, that's quite expensive. And then also we did do some backpack stuff, or here we go, the compacting drawers, which we made the copper, and we also made the gold. The diamond one was too expensive, so I didn't actually make that, but I think the actual gold is strong enough. And also in the first time I tried to record this video, we did also complete this, which was, no, this one right here, which was kill 10 endermen, which gave us some ender pearls. And we did also complete these two, which was to get 12 ender pearls, and also to get 12 eyes of ender. And then we did also go to the end, obviously. But I don't know why this didn't complete. I think it's because we need to find vibranium first for this one to actually count. But we do need to respawn the dragon anyway to complete this one right here. So now for the third time recording this video, I actually want to see if we can actually get some bees. So why is this not working? It said that's the crafting recipe for it. Let's quickly just see. So if we go back to productive bees, and then go to dirt's nest. Okay, it's coarse dirt, not actual normal dirt. So if we throw that into there, yes, a dirt nest. Is that actually, that does complete the quest. Okay, so then from there, we need to make a wooden nest, which I think we can easily do. It's just an oak log. There we go. Did it actually consume? Okay, it did. It consumed a sword, I think. Yeah, the sword's not here, so it consumed the sword, but not the coarse dirt. That seems to be quite weird. So there we go, I just made, oh my god, that was a lot more swords than I actually thought we needed. Okay, that's totally fine. I guess we have all them swords now. So let's actually see, we have 20. So we can now make the actual wooden nest. What goes from there? Oh wait, you need every single one of them. So there is the jungle nest, and finally we need the acacia nest, which we now have. So that's now that one completed. So there's the gravel nest. We then need the stone nest, which we have a stone right there. Why is that not worked? We don't, but I have actually just made one. So let's now grab a piece of stone. There we go. And finally, it was the, what is it? The sand nest. Sand, is that a wooden sword? That is. So there we go. That's now all of them done. So that's that one, that is that one, and that is finally that one. Then it's snow and also sugarcane. Sugarcane with a sword, that's a reed nest gotten. Then snow, I did actually get a load of snowballs. Yep, there we go. So let's clear that and make a block of snow, and that's a snow nest. There we go. So from there we now need to actually get the slime nest, which I don't actually think we can, because I don't think we have any slime. Let's quickly just check. Slime, we have 2. You need a crystalline bee and also an ashy mining bee. I don't know how you get these. The crystalline or the ashy mining bee can be gotten from nests in the overworld, which looking here, it seems like it can be gravel, dirt, or sand nests. So how you actually do that, I think you, yeah, as you can see, nest is empty. Use a honey treat on it to attract a bee. I have honey treats here. So that's, okay, that's done something. What bee is in it though? It says use LF. Oh, use additional treats to speed it up. So let's just use all the ones I have. It's now 800. So let's leave that for a second, see what happens. How do you get the crystalline bee then? Okay, so the crystalline bee seems to be gotten from a quartz nest, which I don't think we have any quartz. We don't. Can you craft nether quartz ore? Or do we need to take silk touch into the nether? Okay, no, it don't seem like you can craft it in any way I can, at least. So let's see, do we have silk touch? I think we can actually search that by doing hashtag silk touch. We don't. Well, the timer for this has now ended, and we got a digger bee, I think it is up there, which isn't actually what we wanted. So I think we just need to do this again. I did actually put some bottles in here to start, obviously, get to work. So if I now take one of these again and just click it on that, that should then start, obviously, the countdown again. Yeah, as you can see, it has. But currently, I'm just trying to make this, the combiner, so we can actually combine quartz or nether quartz dust with nether quartz to make a nether quartz ore, which shouldn't actually be too hard. We are almost there, I think. So that's now them two crafted. I'm pretty sure that's now everything we need. We just need to craft 2 of these, which I've crafted 1. I think we should have the resources for the second one. Yes, we do. There we go. And that should now be that crafted. Yes, there we go. I think we can use this. I'm not too sure. Is this filled? That is filled up. This one isn't. So let's break that one and put that there. I don't know if this needs power or not. Okay, it does. So let's throw that into there, and then we can now also get rid of that. So we now need nether quartz dust, which, how do we get this? I've just come to the nether for some lava buckets, because we can actually get the quartz dust from a crusher, which requires 2 buckets of lava within the actual recipe. So now we have them, we can head back to the base to actually craft that, and hopefully that should be everything we need. So if we now go back to this and then go to that and click on that, yeah, as you can see, a crusher, which, there we go, we have everything we need for that. So does this need actual power as well? I think it might. So if we put it there, it does need power. So let's just grab some more energy cables, which we have right there. Just to then do that. I don't know if this power is actually going to hold all of this now. Wait, do you need 14? Maybe that might be what you need. So that's now the 14th one done. Throw that in there. And there we go. It is working. Okay, I panicked then for a second and thought it wouldn't work. So that, all we need is 1, I think, and then we also need an iron sword, which we can quickly just make due to us not having one. We need a stick as well. There we go. And now I think that should be everything. So nether quartz ore and an iron sword. Put them like that and gives us a quartz nest. Now I'm going to put this quartz nest inside of here as well, just so it doesn't go anywhere. Let's maybe put it right there. Now I need to click another actual, okay B, you're not getting out. I need to click another honey bottle on it, which I can't do yet, as you can see, because we don't have enough. One mod that I didn't actually realize was within this mod pack is the Spirit's Cage, which we actually used in Better Minecraft, and it's actually quite a good mod. So I think that's what I want to start working on, because if we can actually get a spirit box and link that to Enderman, we can actually farm ender pearls at a better rate than going to the end and doing it that way, or we can even make this as any mob in the game for easy resources. And we can actually farm glowstone within this mod pack. In the Better Minecraft one, we couldn't. In this mod pack, we can literally just make glowstone seeds, which are crafted like this. And I actually have the resources for it. So if I quickly just do that, and then them in them blocks, now I just need a actual source of power, which a button should do. And put that there. As you can see, we now have glowstone seeds, which will eventually farm glowstone essence. I now have the 2 bees I need, the sturdy bee, nope, the crystalline bee, and also the ashy mining bee. So if I throw them in there, I'm pretty sure if I actually put that there like that, that's a tin bee. No, we don't want a tin bee, we want the iron bee. Let's quickly just make sure I'm doing this correctly. So iron bee is an ashy, okay, it's because I've actually put these the wrong way round, I think. So it has to be the ashy mining bee first. That's the copper bee. Yeah, as you can see here, crystalline bee and ashy mining bee gives the iron bee. So I don't know what's going on here, why this is giving me a copper bee. Unless it's because it's like still working, so slowly over time it eventually works into a normal iron bee. I'm not too sure, but I'm going to leave that like that for now, and hopefully when that's finished we can obviously then work it. But this, I have actually crafted the resources for a actual honey seeds, which we can then now use to get easier honey. We don't have to then wait for them to work as much. So this is tier 2 and this is tier 4. I can actually throw that in there to get that going. And finally, I actually made a mistake. With these actual bees, I had the expansion boxes on the bottom, and you're meant to have them on the top. As you can see, you can now have up to 5 bees in here with some upgrade slots. If I quickly just remove that, you can see only 3 bees with no upgrades, and I had them on the bottom, and for some weird reason they don't count when they're on the bottom. I don't know if that's a bug or if that's intentional. Okay, I think I've figured out the reason. I think there's a small chance it could be a copper, a tin, or an iron, and we just haven't got lucky with the iron yet. So let's quickly just throw this copper bee inside over here, and there we go, that one can now obviously fly around. But I think that is where I'm going to end this video. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe. Off camera, I will carry on working on the bees a little bit to try and obviously get this fully working. I will also AFK off camera to obviously farm the bees and also stuff like that. But I've just thought maybe the actual bee depends on the flower type you use. So let's quickly just see. If I quickly just take that out, which should reset the process, and then put an actual lollipop flower in. Yes, that gives us an iron bee. So I think it actually depends on the flower type you pull in, and the flowers we was using was obviously for the tin bee. And then before, because they were the other way around, it was the copper. That is now the iron, which is exactly what we want, which should now get us iron honeycomb, which should then be a farm source for iron. But anyway, if you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.